Okay, 19th of November 2024, so Tuesday. Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Travel Tuesday, explore. Story time, me climbing up Ben Nevis for the first time. June 2022. So 2022 was an interesting year at the start. I was doing a few things here and there, projects, whatever else, and I had general plans and ambition to climb Ben Nevis. I had driven through Fort William, where Ben Nevis is, in July 2021, so 6 months or so earlier. And at the start of the year, had the general plans to go. Was arranging it, planning it, and training, resistance training, whatever else. Initially, I was thinking April, but eventually I pushed it back to June for different reasons. Long story short. And plan to go. Fort William, Scotland, straightforward. Long way away, not so bad. Drove via Glasgow, stayed there for the night, well, a few nights I can't remember actually, visit a friend, then continued, went north, direct to Fort William. And when I went there for the first time ever in July 2021, I remember at the Airbnb looking out the window and the host telling me that the mountain is somewhere in the distance over there behind the clouds. And they asked me if I was there to climb it. I said, no, not this time. And I remember being there in June 2022, this time ready to climb it. Very, very cool. Very, very empowering. Nice Airbnb on the hills in the suburbs. I was thinking, I'm just going to walk there, walk to the mountain and start climbing it. No, that was a bit of a walk. This is a hill really. It's a hill, then around the edge here, then start climbing. Now, easy to drive. So, a bit of reconnaissance, get there, check out the area, check out the car park way to go to check it out. Find the parking place, great. Next morning, so I always like to start early with mountains in general to maximize the sun. It's less so important in the summer, but in general, I like the idea of starting early, maximizing the sun and just getting the job done as soon as possible. So start climbing at 7. Cross a little steel bridge, through a field, turn right, start climbing. There was people everywhere. This time I decided to experiment with the walking stick to see what it was like. Which, long story short, is a bit of a distraction, walking stick. You have to think where you're going to put your feet and an extra third foot. It's distraction, unless you really want it, but okay. So, the path itself, up, turn left, valley zigzag, up, straight forward. I remember a few days prior in Glasgow, yes, I remember meeting one friend who was at a construction site doing a project. And I think he'd climbed the mountain as well. We were talking about it. We were talking about the mountain. And I was expecting snow. I bought some special braces to put on the shoes for the snow. And be careful with the cliff edges and whatever else, general stuff. But the mountain was easy. Easy. Really, there was people everywhere. People going forward, people coming back. You really can't get lost. There's only one path. And if you get lost, you should wait for someone to be walking down the mountain and just go where they went. That's it. Very straightforward. It was, although the tallest, the furthest as well from home, but technically speaking, it was very easy. And the path itself was very easy as well. Gravel, straightforward and flat, not really a challenge. Climbing. Now in June, at one point, there was maybe 10 meters, walking through 10 meters or so of snow. Not really shallow snow, but maybe for 10 or so meters having to walk up it. Oh, in June. And then at the top, I remember that it was snowing as well. It snowed for about 10 minutes near the top. Quite cold up there, because CC is quite far north. It's quite close to the Arctic Circle, quite close in general, quite far as well. So altitude-wise, not very high, but longitude, it's quite high, further north. Fair enough. So it was a different kind of challenge compared to other mountains in Europe. Fair enough. So there was snow. Got there, very happy, proud of myself. Took some nice photos, unique photos, some very, very unique photos. Climbing down the mountain, very straightforward. Can't go wrong. Again, the stick was a distraction. I have to think where to put my feet and the stick. It was a distraction, a mental distraction, but not a disaster. But now I know the experience, what it was like. And there was a nice lake there. Often in mountains there's a nice lake. There's always somewhere to go swimming, really, depending on the weather, whatever else. There's a nice lake there, but I didn't bring a towel with me or swimming trunks. So it would have been really cool, really cool to have gone swimming there at that lake, but no, it wasn't to be. So it seems as a rule of thumb, when going into the mountains, I want to bring a towel and swimming trunks, because often there are lakes. When there are lakes, there's a great chance to swim, somewhere great to relax and to enjoy the scenery. Very nice. And everyone was walking down the path like ants, going up and down the mountain. You could see them. You really couldn't get lost, which is amazingly simple. You couldn't get lost. And I was the only person near that lake, only person going to it and leaving it as well. Got some nice photos of it. Very unique. Great fun. Easy. It was overall, I mean, far away. It was easy. It was easy. And the drive there was fun, going through the mountains again, going from Glasgow to Fort William. There's a nice road there. I remember turning right at Tynbridge, Tyndrum, T-Y-N-D-R-U-M, Tyndrum, going around the north. Straightforward. I remember at one point there was heavy traffic as well going there, which was insane, very unusual in those country lanes. Easy stuff. Great drive, nice relaxed over maybe a week or so. 2 days to get there, 2 days back, or something like that. Very casual pace. Spending 2 days there as well, 2-3 days as well. Day climbing, messing around, checking out the place, going back. Casual pace, casual rate. Taking my time. And it was a desire to climb every single mountain in the UK, which is what pushed me to go there. And no regrets. Very happy I went. Very happy I went, very happy I climbed it, very happy, just extremely happy. I would go again later in August 2024 to climb it again for the second time, for different reasons. But that was over a much shorter space of time, over a weekend really. Saturday or Friday, go on a Friday, climb on a Saturday, come back on a Sunday, much more intense. I prefer to have these things much more spaced out and a nice casual pace. Because the drive there is it's a lot of hours, 6 or so hours I remember. It's a bit intense, doable by all means in a day, but it's take my time, take the scenic route. Go here, go there, relax. That's what I prefer. So yes, Ben Nevis itself is easy. Snowdon is very touristy. Scafell Pike is very difficult. Watch your stepping, watch your footing. A little technical. Snaefell, Isle of Man, that's a walk in the park quite literally. Slieve Donald, Northern Ireland, it's okay. It's a bit of a trek, but it's extremely straightforward. Up and left, you can't go wrong. And Carrauntootle in Republic of Ireland, a bit more of a challenge, depending on which route you take, but yeah, it depends which route you take. There's about 2 or 3. So yes, straightforward. But Snowdon, although the tallest, it was probably the easiest. Maybe unless some of the routes up Snowdon were easier, but I've only ever done the Watkins route. But yes, Ben Nevis, easy mountain. Glad I went there to Fort William. Glad I touched that part of the world. Glad I saw it. Glad I visited it. Was extremely happy I went there. Just amazing. Extremely happy. No regrets. I did some videos about this as well. How to climb a mountain, travel, have no regrets, conquer nature, things like that. And Ben Nevis is one of them. I'm just extremely happy and proud of myself that I did it. That I went to Scotland, touched Scotland, went to John O'Groats as well in 2021. Went to Ben Nevis, climbed it, touched it, achieved it. Extremely happy. It's one of those things where I'm happy and proud of myself that I went through the effort. I went through the challenge and the struggle to be there and to do it and to accomplish that goal. No regrets, absolutely no regrets. And then it's these things, these adventures where you grow in ways you can't imagine. You grow and you become a different, wiser, faster, stronger, smarter person in ways you can't imagine. And that's just amazing, absolutely amazing. And mountain climbing is one of those things I think that you want to do because you grow from it. You become a better, stronger, faster person, wiser person. it's just a nice, it's a nice objective challenge to achieve and to accomplish. Climb the mountain, get to the top and get back. Up and down. Very straightforward, very quantifiable. Do it. Amazing. No regrets. Absolute no regrets. And I highly recommend climbing more. No regrets. Yes. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.